Hello, all greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. I come again today to discuss, to celebrate, to prepare for the celebration of this cosmic event, this solstice on the 21st of June. It will be a very, very powerful influx of life. Influx of life for the third eye of humanity will be greatly opened. We're going to see a lot more. For those who have never seen anything in the invisible world, will begin to see, and for those of us who have they have already seen so much, will see even more. For in a long time we've been said that first we were saying you have to see it to believe it, but in the invisible world you have to believe it in order to see. But right now there's going to be an assistance from the universe. Even those who do not believe will see, and then they will have to believe it. For what we receive from the universe and what from God, and what we radiate, what we communicate, is the same energy. For we have to become a pillar of light, an anchor of light, and to be to co-create with the divine, to co-create with God. And so it is very important to learn to anchor, to become that pillar of light, to become to become your God self, to become one with your God self, and co-create with your Creator. For time is being compressed; it is accelerated. There is no more time to waste. Every minute counts. There is no like we'll do it later. And it's like the more we do now, the more we are tuned to this now moment, the better it is, and to become more proactive. We're going to be called to be a lot more proactive. I'm going to pull some cards with the tarot to prepare for this solstice. We're going to pull 10 cards and see what. For this it is a very it is the most challenging card for the situation. Is the challenge. For the challenge, I'm going to come back to those challenges. We have to overcome challenges. For the more difficulty we have, the closer we are to the freedom. For it is our soul that decided that we are able to handle the difficulty. For it is very important to realize that before that we were incapable to handle it. For everything that we pass through is a test. There is a lot of tests. Everything is a test. There is the voice of the ego that lies all the time, and the voice of the soul that always tells the truth and bring us back to the joy and freedom. So it's about what do we empower. So it is very for what are we capable of handling. Have no culpability. It's all about lesson, and then for what we're capable of handling and what humanity is capable of handling. For the feelings of pain, all pains, whether it is physical, it's like every physical pain is a manifestation of the emotional pain on some level, for most general way. But emotional pain has to the simple thing, the ability to feel the pain, is an opportunity to release it. And all the pains come from self-judgment on some level. So just really acknowledge that and know that. So those challenges, and then there will be great knowledge, but do not be fooled by the voice of the ego that lies all the time, that projects those lower energy. For it's. In the what goes around the situation is abundance, is moving. We're going to move our society from a society based on lack to an economy based on abundance. There is enough for everybody. For happiness, money does not buy happiness, but only when you do. But when you don't, not to. When you don't have any, when you have it, it brings a lot of joy and freedom. For it's like you can have a lot of money and be very unhappy, and you can be very simple life and be very happy. So on that level, but still, if we still need to take care of that, and money is one form of abundance. There's many forms of abundance. We just need to call on the resources, to ask God to fulfill us on every level, and not to have to be abundant, to be free. It buys freedom, and this time and age. For when we live in community, in organized community, we won't need money. Everybody will take care of each other. Everybody will have its place. But it's like we're really into this Aristotelian model of oligarcho-plutocracy right now. So it's like we have to deal with it, and we have no choice. So being abundant will greatly help. For what we see before us that will continue to unfold is hope. Hope, and hope, faith, and then there will be certainty in terms of what is coming. What is anchored in our subconscious is action, and for we're going to be called into action, and it is anchor. And now we are now is enthusiasm, and we can move with enthusiasm through the action. What is coming in the near future is work. There's going to be amazing work. Whatever turns you on, whatever makes you feel good. Whatever, at the same time, it has to feel good, to be a fulfilling joy. to work, and it has to bring you the resources that you need in the same time. So just do not compromise that. Just if you're asking for to work, always find something that you love to do and that brings you all the resources you need. What the forces is communication. For sometimes we do benevolent things. For what we sow, we harvest. What we send out, we create. We don't, but we need to balance it out. Our strength is communication. I continue to communicate, express in a kind way what you feel, what you want to the universe even. What goes around us in our environment is joy. Joy is reflected here. It's in nature. For there is so much joy. When you tune into joy, when there is no more to release, when we overcome the challenges of the energies of the past, and we transmuted all this lower energy, we are left with joy. Our strengths within the situation, our hopes and fears, the more on an emotional level, is compassion, is to be good to ourselves and to others. And the outcome will be liberation. This solstice will bring this liberation that we are seeking, this point of freedom where we. And so let's see what I wanted to discuss for time. For when we have to deal with challenges or negative energies, those are tests, and we have to call on the masters, call on the Christ, call on the Buddha, call on the Ascended Master, call on your master guides. They will not solve the problem, but because the ego mind will often not be able to overcome the test. But they will offer opportunities and solutions. It is also to force us to work with those higher intelligence, to create the link. Everybody does whatever they want. If they want to be like Sisyphus, to push this rock, and then he will go back down, and then he will go back down until someone, a higher energy, say, well, you can let go of the rock and just climb your mountain. So that's but everybody's free to choose whatever they want, of course. But So call on your higher self, call on the masters, and they will offer you solutions to the challenges. For there is no need to explain to spirit what you're going through or why you're going through. They already know that. They already see it. Just ask for the solution. What do I need to do to traverse that with grace and ease? So it is okay. It is okay to call on. It's actually recommended to call on the higher energies to offer the proper guidance. And so for this, I already discussed that. It's just the higher we rise, the more still and peaceful our mind becomes, and the more unity we feel. And so continue to. It's a good barometer when you find peace of mind and stillness and calm. Then. And not let yourself be agitated by ego. So the ego will always try, as long as it has power within our life, it will try to distract us. It will try to create problems. It will try to create worries. It will try to distract us. For this solstice will be very powerful. We have to learn to navigate our personal ascension. And if we believe the collective event of the world is more important than our own personal ascension, we're going to miss out on what's important. It's the personal event, the inner process is transcendental. It's very paramount. It's really what's most important in really. The world will shift when it shifted, but God has given knows that the inner challenges is with us as an individual as well. So trust everything is connected, but your inner process is paramount, and do what you need to do today. For we all have to go before the Christ in order to ascend, and the Christ is more than just a master. It's an energy. It's the energy of unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness, and it is the doorway to the higher planes. And so it has nothing to do with religion. Everybody will have to go through that in order to access to the highest plane, to the Father and the higher planes is the Creator Son as well. But it's very funny that the Adamites, the Jewish people, do not recognize their own Messiah, and so they have to come back and like until like, oh yeah, unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, humility, and just like we're not superior to anyone, we're just one with all. So that's the one thing we need to get. And for anybody that believes they're superior or inferior will not make the make the cut, and there is no superior or inferior. Everybody's on equal. The Red Nation will rise. It's been called on for that. The Red Nation, the Amerindians, they will rise to assist humanity. They are the first race in reality. For contemporary science believe that the cradle of humanity is in Africa, when it's actually in Central Europe, Central Asia, and for the six color race came from there. And the first race is the red race, and so it's like that happened 500,000 years ago. So it's a long time, but they will come to assist humanity, and so in America will be probably the key to the shift on the collective level. So yeah, just be ready for whatever the spirit knows what you're ready for. So just follow your flow, and follow your flow. Get ready for the solstice. I'm just expressing thoughts and ideas. I hope they resonate with you. For there's so much that the soul are. The most important thing that we are revealed through our dreams, our meditation, our third eye. Be centered in the heart. Be still in your mind, and then just become an empty cup, and then the life will fill it up all the time with new information, and just don't hold on to old spiritual experiences, old truths that was revealed to you. It builds up, but it's always new things to be discovered. For the highest wisdom is the house cleaning. Is this big house cleaning? We need to clean up our life and to make to get organized. What we need to understand is all that shine is the world of surface. All those wonderful things on the outside are just surface reality. So just tune into the inner self. Otherwise, if we're too much tuned into the outer self and we forget the inner self, the emotion will go like big up and down, and we'll feel really down, and we'll feel really up, and we'll feel really down. So just stay tuned to the stillness inside, and then you can enjoy all the things of the physical world. What we need to do is to learn to work with the creator, is to be co-creative, not just the creator, but all the universe, the powers of the universe, to become co-creator, to be more aware and how we utilize those resources. And the outcome is a deep knowledge. We're going to move into this personal ascension realm, and so we're going to feel empowered. We're going to stop doubting ourselves. Doubt is really a dead center. We're going to let go of doubts, but for the ego will always bring up those negative proposals, but not to give them power, to utilize this opportunity to release it as much as possible. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I thank you for your donations. Thank you for following me on Instagram. If you want a private session, a reading, you can send me an email. I may do a few more next week. I'm going to sing a song to finish. It's a song of YouTube. I don't know why this song went through my mind. It goes like this. You say you want diamonds on the ring of gold. You say you want your story to remain untold. But all the promises we make, from the cradle to the grave, when all I want is you. You say you'll give me a highway with no one on it, treasures to look upon it, all the riches in the night. You say you'll give me eyes in the moon of blindness, a river in a time of dryness, a harbor in the tempest. But all the promises we make, from the cradle to the grave, when all I want is you. You say you want your love to work out right, to last with me through the night. You say you want diamonds in the ring of gold. your story to remain untold, your love not to grow cold, but all the promises we break from the cradle to the grave, when all I want is you. Great song. Romantic. For sometimes we mistake cosmic love with romantic love, and sometimes we feel, oh, it's great love, when actually it is just an opening of the heart. For we all have soul plans, and for it has to be a match in romantic love for it to function. That's but all kinds of love is love, and we always want to elevate ourselves with new octaves of love, but always see love as a river that traverses you. Never be dependent on somebody else to reflect the love. Just be love, and then love will be matched on the outside. And the card of the day is the Chariot, it's a very powerful card. This is the goer. We're really being called into action, and it's the Archangel Metatron. It's got those two unicorns, the Chariot of Apollon, and so it's a chariot of light, determination and self-control, evolution of career, public recognition of a success. So everything is coming into the forefront. Everything is going to be this shift is going to become very public. But be ready, work inside of you to get yourself ready to receive all the things that you've been calling on for into your life. Thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.